In Total Warhammer 3, you can be a night shift workers, New York Reds, Jurassic Park fugitives, or even worse, you can be French. There are many ways to deal with them. You can cast powerful spells, convincing them to join your questionable cult, or the only right and acceptable way, using the good old guns. And no one is better at this than Elspeth von Draken. She has access to the finest German gunnery lab, and intense training for gunpowder units. And today, we will show them our destructive power, using gunpowder units only. Can we kill our enemies? Can we achieve victory? There is only one way to find out. We start surrounded by our German friends. This alcoholic that will die next turn to this tree, and this healthy guy. First, I'm gonna kick out any melee troops. Also, we can use Elspeth's magic, because not using magic as her is like eating unseasoned food. It will satisfy you, but it will be the most horrible food you ever had. Before we begin conquering, our soldiers need some practice, and by practice, I mean shooting our neighbors. This gave us some schematics. We earn it by every kill we get from gunpowder units. Then it can be used to upgrade our gunnery. For example, we can make our guns shoot explosive projectiles. Very interesting and balanced. After this, we almost lost to a garrison, consisting mostly of skeletons and zombies. The real issue was these two units that could run on the battlefield at a very high speed and crash into our troops like a drunk driver. This broke the formation and led me to spend 14 minutes running from them until they finally disintegrated. Luckily, we did not lose any units. We spent the next few turns recruiting more soldiers, hiring another lord, and researching machines of the Empire. But why spend all this gold on our research? I'll show you in a second. After some turns of getting gold legally and upgrading our firepower, we could afford a steam tank. Yes, a steam tank on turn 6. All thanks to that research we did earlier. See these two armies and this close defeat auto-resolve? This is them now. But how can one achieve such an incredible result? Well, grab a pencil and paper and pay close attention. Step 1. Break the enemy walls with your artillery. Step 2. Place the tank inside the walls to lure any nearby units. Step 3. Align your handgunners with the broken walls. Step 4. Grab some popcorn and watch your firepower in action. Easy, simple, and effective. After the vampire's defeat, we declared war on the local hobo. This was the shortest war ever, because Everland was beating him up as well. Then we spent some turns adding more ammo to our gun units and making commercial deals with the Chinese. I was living in peace until I saw Vlad's army near my territory. I gathered my generals and asked for a rational decision. They agreed with a diplomatic approach, so I did it. I think he did not like it, because after that, two armies invaded our province. Voldemort with nose had a bunch of zombies and 5 units of rabid dogs, which I absolutely despise. Walmart Dracula had a stronger army, including his wife and more rabid dogs. Fortunately, we could auto-resolve this filthy army. We did not have the same luck with Vlad. This one had to be manual. Into the battlefield, I did a checkerboard formation, moved the tank forward to distract the enemy, and tried to deal with the fast units, using pistoliers. The dogs went straight to our front line, ignoring my cav. We almost lost Elspeth to their hero, and after minutes of confusion on where to shoot, the enemy just gave up. Victory was ours. However, this deranged man refuses to stay dead. So the next turn he was alive again. Despite their two armies being trash, they still had the numbers. These red lines show where they can move, meaning they can attack these two settlements I can't defend right now. So we need to attack both of them at the same time. It shows us a valiant defeat result. However, the AI is dumb, and we got this map, where they can't flank us properly and I can shoot rockets at them as they attempt to pass this narrow path. Into the battle, I attracted their lord to our line of fire, used my second lord to distract some units, used the tank as a tank, and watched Vlad being lobotomized the entire battle. In the end, victory was ours again. Beating up Vlad was getting tedious at this point. It's like beating up your son after a hard day working at public service. Fun at the beginning, but tedious over time. After this, I spent a few turns recruiting my brand new tier 3 units and unlocking the Amethyst Armory. In this place, Elspeth takes some of the best iron sights her faction has, forces them to do very intense training, feeds them with a lot of protein, and enchants their guns with death magic, creating the strongest foot unit of the German Empire. As the news spread, Vlad was pissing his pants and offered bribe money for a peace treaty. It was tempting, but I needed someone to test my new units. Frustrated and pissed off, he attacked me before I could recruit the super units. Nothing crazy actually happened in this battle. I just wanted to show you how I lost the Hellstorm rockets due to my low IQ. From that, we could finally recruit the Amethyst Iron Sights, and the volunteers should be shot were Averheim. However, we won't see them in action right now, because I refuse to do siege battles. Siege battle sucks. By conquering this capital, I built a Garden of More in it. It's basically a fast travel system. Only Elspeth's army can use it. But how can she do this? Well, I don't know. It might involve some black magic stuff. After some turns auto-resolving the undead, we were attacked by 3 full armies. We were sitting on a settlement, so retreat was not an option. Due to my professional cavalry micromanagement, I managed to lead their cav into the back of my army. That turned this into this. Very impressive. Now, when I saw this blob of units, something inside my head spoke to me. It was a loud voice telling me to use magic on them. I tried to resist. I told the voice I was doing a gunpowder one, and then it reminded me of what I said earlier. Also, we can use Elspeth's magic. I was beside myself and convinced by the voice, so I used the vortex spell. Not 1, not 2, not even 3, but 4 times. I was disgusted and disappointed at myself, but my mood changed quickly after I saw the loot. Very good stuff that allow us to buy exploding ammunition for our gunnery infantry. It's like playing dodgeball while wearing an exosuit, and instead of throwing the ball, you throw a Fallout 4 mini nuke. Yes, this is the peak of German science. After taking Vlad's most important capitals, I saw something strange up north. There was a Skaven hero and a settlement in ruins next to it. Without a doubt, Clan Mulder was spreading its plague down into the Empire. With Sylvania defeated, we went north to search for Throt. I saw him standing next to a destroyed settlement, and without thinking twice, I had a diplomatic conversation with him. However, I forgot Skaven are sneaky bastards, and the ruin he was standing next to was actually his settlement, with another lord in it. While analyzing Throt's army, I noticed 2 reinforcements behind us. We were cornered, but I had an idea after using my 2 remaining brain cells. I created a death zone on the reinforcement side. Any filthy rat that steps in here will die, while Elspeth and the cavalry dealt with Throt. The result? Total annihilation. We ended up losing a tank, but that's not a big deal. I took the settlement and spent a few turns healing Elspeth, mobilizing my other armies to the north and doing rat control. Meanwhile, at the Empire, there was someone lurking in the shadows. This giant tree realized there was no army defending my capital province, and took the opportunity to declare war on us. He sacked a settlement and placed 2 armies into my territory. He did not expect us to have a Garden of More built close to him. We immediately showed him why you can't mess with the Empire, shooting him thousands of times and doing some deforestation nearby. Back to the north, the Skaven were being test subjects for my new armies. After killing 3 full armies, his forces went down drastically. We were getting revenge for what they did to Europe. Our next and final target was Hellpit, the capital city of Clan Boulder. As we were getting ready to attack, Throt made his last desperate move. We were prepared, the last battle against the Ratmen. All units were hyped, ready to die for the Empire. And then the enemy's commander, one of the strongest Skaven in the game, stepped into the battlefield, just to run at my gun units and died 12 seconds later. He truly gave us an incredible fight. After killing what remained of Hell Pit, my army sacked the place and took one last look at the burning city, watching every rat run for its life. Then we were granted the victory screen, and so the Empire's name echoed through all nations. We showed our enemies the power of gunpowder, and millions had to die for us to become a military power. We still had some unfinished business, but I'll leave it to our German allies. Be grateful to the German Empire every single day, and thank you for watching.